doesn't tick, I crash into you. We both feel the hit, we both feel the way that our chemicals mix. And I wish that I just keep my eyes shut. Maybe this time it'll be enough.
So I need the dark. Without you here I wouldn't never see the stars. I'm headed for ya, put on the gas. I'm coming straight at you, no looking back. Your heart is a magnet, I'm coming at you. Girl, you're my target, I'm aiming at you. You're a comet, I'm trying to catch you. We can break any rule they ever taught you. Forget about anything they ever bought you. Cause me and you don't need a lot in this world to get by. Plus you know I got you, you pull me in. I don't resist, time seems to fly but the clock doesn't tick. I crash into you, we both feel the hit. We both feel the way that our chemicals mix. And I wish that I just keep my eyes shut. Maybe this time it'll be enough. So I need the dark. Without you here I wouldn't never see the stars. I'm headed for ya, foot on the gas. I'm coming straight at you, no looking back.
Say so right now until the truth comes out. I gave you everything, and I gave you everything. Say so right now, left alone, cried out. I gave you everything, and I gave you everything.
Good evening, everyone on the Apex server. So, I'm back. It's been a while since I've streamed, but the summer season is going to be filled with excitement. The format's going to be identical from what I understand. I mean, Tolia released the schedule for July already, and I don't think it's much different than what you expect previously. For the Apex server, the first Proof of Skill tournament will begin on the 13th. I'm just going to double check. That yes should be the 13th, and for the EU server the 9th. I don't know if Tolian is going to adopt the new seeding, which she said she's trying to find a way to seed teams according to their performance during the tournament, which will be a good start, and something that I really wanted to implement back then, a gradual seeding, which puts more weighting to the Proof of Skill tournament performance for each team. But I think the main difficulty will be to seed clans which send multiple teams. That is the only difficulty which Tolia would need to figure out how to solve that. But anyway, I digress, because today we're going to be following the Clan Wars Asia second season. We are now on to the final bracket, and joining me is a guest, which has been following the tournament for quite a while. Not quite a while. It's pretty much the entirety of the season 2. And this is Spectre, AK Spectre. I'm just going to link the channel in the description later. Hi, how are you doing?
Yes, I'm doing great. Not so great at ratings. Have some
Yeah.
trouble on consistency.
Yes. I need to find a room first because I haven't got into the room. So what's the room actually? I might have to go back. Oh, I got a message. No, I'm not. I'm not going to play some games. Oh, okay, there we go. I got the room. I'm not going to say password online. No. Let me try again. Brilliant. Yes, I'm in the room. It's good.
Oh, so you are the a random soldier.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's me.
Okay.
Okay. So on the stream, you're seeing the bracket for the knockout stage. So the final top four, we are Nima, Jomon, and Risk. I think the only clan they are not familiar with would be Jomon, but they are previously XPT from the winter season, and a lot of them were from low back in 2021, if I remember correctly. Also in the knockout stage, but didn't make it to the top four, were GV, SVZ, Nomad, and ICT. I think you will remember most of these clans from the previous season. So we are in for good summer season. Although I know that the Apex server is on the rebuilding phase, but I don't expect them to kind of be the most be at their highest this season. But the prize pool is the main point. $50,000 prize before the summer season, which is going to convince a lot of clans to work hard and play really well. So Risk, definitely we have a challenger this season. So I digress. So we're waiting. So we are following RN versus DMAT. And Spectre is the room moderator. He's going to deal with the stuff in the room. So unless you want to talk, but I don't mind kind of using the following minutes to chat.
Oh, besides, if I would like to remind, like, did you put the live stream delay on for 3 minutes?
Yes,
Yes,
it's a
okay.
3-minute delay. 3-minute delay. Yeah, now it's a 3-minute
Well,
delay. I don't disable it unless
Okay.
I do like a special activity with wargaming. Then I might
Alright.
disable it. Usually it's just 3 minutes all the time. I only ever stream tournaments. So.
Oh, 2 minutes.
3 minutes, I mean.
Or 3 minutes.
Yeah, the delay is 3 minutes. So
I think the most delay I ever had was 5 minutes back in the last ABC tournament.
yeah, 5 minutes. It was actually recommended by Wargaming before Tolian. Tolian actually said we can all use 3 minutes. But then I think it was Rexy, which was like before Tolian. I mean, before Tolian we had Sirius. Before Sirius we had Rexy, and Rexy told us 5 minutes is like the recommended time. But we thought that it's just a bit too long of a delay, and it just didn't kind of do well with interaction with the viewers, so we went with 3-minute delay instead. So that also means we have to be really careful when joining the room, because we don't want to show the lineup beforehand.
Well, about accidentally showing the lineup for delay, I think this has already happened here a couple of times because teams were too late.
Oh yeah,
We sometimes have teams who didn't manage to get enough for 7 and waited for like 15 minutes before I asked the high ups to decide to give them a technical victory, which is not good for the competition, not good for the team either.
All right. Well, that get us playing AF. I put a link first because it seems there's only one person watching. I don't think it's intended. The one person watching is just my iPad because I'm looking at chat at the same time. But the stream should be public.
Okay.
The stream should be public.
Should be fine either way.
Yeah, the stream should be public.
All right. Maybe it was the delay not releasing it.
No. Well, yeah, it should be public because I'm. No. Well, forget about that. Well, unless you can't watch my stream, then we will.
All right, I'm trying to watch with my phone.
Should be fine.
And copy the link. All right, both teams ready.
But yeah, good to say. So my lounge is. I'm still kind of having the lounge as the backdrop for the stream at the moment. It seems both teams are ready. I think there's also like a couple of more tanks released, like the Object 777 and the VZ55, if I remember correctly. Yeah, good. So they aren't really taking that, except NEMAT Double Object 777. I haven't really played that a lot of times, so I really need your input on that.
Well, if you have a problem with that pronunciation, I would recommend like calling it 777.
Yeah, or I mean Object 777 is fine.
All right. All right. Both teams to C, with a straight TP in the middle, on the back.
Right.
Alright.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
not something I see often, like especially a team going all the way to C. Like it's you usually see something near B, but RN is playing this a bit narrow. Except the Wadu is going to get the spots for them and try and see where NEMAT tanks are. But RN is getting a bit aggressive on C, and whether NEMAT's going to respond on C, we'll see very soon. But the double object 777 is going to be there, potentially to shut down whoever's trying to pull
Alright.
back their stage.
Meanwhile, we have a match in the middle, capturing B as a spawn.
Yeah,
They got their attention.
it's going to be hard to get out of B. Not the most difficult thing to get B, but Baka doesn't seem to be able to get B. I think I'm saying the wrong word for it. In Japanese, I think Baka means something in Japanese, if I remember correctly. Anyways, while they take a big hit and the T1 LZ, Blitz and the Sheridan really trying to chase down Wado, try to get A actually.
Yep, the T100 is running. On the other side, we have a clash in the middle.
Yeah, clash in the middle and a push from RN onto the double object 777. But Kujo is the focus for the double object 777, and it's now a one shot. And it's the first tank down. And
Okay,
second
the
tank.
second tank.
Yeah.
And the sandwich on the 777.
Yes.
60
two
TP on IS4.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, another kill on the IS4. Kitsaw.
Yeah, kick
The
shot.
T100 is in trouble now from the stuff gate.
Yeah. Seems that NEMAT has done a good job down the middle, and RN down to the 4 tanks. They're now trying to take a technical, but NEMAT has the numerical advantage. But RN has the slight hit point pool advantage. This is going to be interesting. NEMAT really needs to get those tanks out, while RM really have to make those kills worth it.
Alright, 113. Not looking good for him. TP on the back, Survey in the front. 113.
Yeah, I think the issue for RN at the moment is their focus fire. I think they're going for different targets, but NEMAT has now killed another tank. And it's now 3 vs 4. Blitz is now dead. An important kill. It's a Sheridan. That will cripple their mobility, but with Kazuya dead, Technical is also dead, so 2 vs 3 now, but the hit points are in huge favor of NEMAT.
Alright, now it's a 1-3 difference in Rachel. And the 113 is certainly not gonna fight the Mutts.
No, definitely not. With Shibuya down, Trash is the last person standing, and the first game goes to NEMAT, I would say.
Yep, definitely.
Well
Alright,
done
he
to
missed the
NEMAT.
kill. And it's the Mutts to get the kill. Okay, he
Oh.
doesn't.
I think it was a lower probably, but it is going to be NEMAT. It's surprising NEMAT getting the win. I think the push down the middle really helped them. What do you think?
Well, I think it was the focus on the middle and... Oh god damn it. Can you recall that they have some trouble on focus firing and some shot efficiency?
Yeah. I think that's I think at the start, like RM pushed onto C and then NEMAT went for B almost immediately. I think NEMAT took out the tanks a bit more quickly than RN, but I think it wasn't the biggest problem for RN. I think what happened thereafter is the main issue, which their focus fire kind of tailed off. I think they it's not the most difficult focus fight that you could call at that moment. I think they were just a little bit, not being very attentive at the moment. I mean, the hit points are close. RM might not have the tank advantage, but they are keeping up with the kills. So I think the focus fire really hurt them at that point. And they really need to sort that out in the next one. Nemad looking strong. They're looking for a top 8 this season, in the summer season for sure. Now in the top 4 of the community tournament, we're going to be seeing some changes.
Okay. In this match, we are gonna see a 113 meta from our end.
Yeah, seems we might see more 1-3 in the summer season. We don't know, but it's what RM wants to go for. Maybe it's just an experimental strategy they're going for. 1-3 with good DPM. Mobility is alright when you go forwards without turning anyhow. I'm not sure if it's going to work at the moment.
The match, Nemad was in C and the other on A. Okay, the T100 successfully spotted them, and he's running away.
Yeah, the 1-3s are trying to take hold of A, and Blitz has made a good idea to kind of run away, not trying to be a hero and stay there. I don't think anyone would do that, but C has been captured by Nemad more quickly than are getting A, so the cap points are in favor of Nemad at the moment.
By half a second, yeah.
Yeah, but it's still going to be RN that needs to be moved, not Nemad. Nemad can just defend, and RN will be looking at B carefully. They're really trying to figure out whether they can get B safely, but Nemad's not going to make it easy for them.
Alright, now we have a hold off. Nemad is still not taking B yet, because they don't need to.
Yes, they don't need to take B, and RM we will need to find where they could rotate, and B is going to be like the cap that Nemad would want to focus on, but at the moment they focus on a potential push coming from their spawn. Rose
looks like the Mud is trying to sneak in somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, Rose is going to have a lot of responsibility on his hands. He's somewhat isolated in the Super Conqueror, but he will have backup, nonetheless. But then we're going to be seeing Aaron sneaking from through that spawn. Waldo in the 1-1B trying.
Alright, that's a serious move, 121.
Yeah, Nemix takes a hit from Waldo, and
Alright, one
not
shot.
Yeah, not common to see Kazuya, I mean a mouse, rotating on the flag. Usually you'll see a mouse in the middle, but it's not a case. It's not the case.
Well, I kinda expected the mouse to get in around B and take some attention for the room to rush. But
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen.
No, I mean the mouse is a slow tank and it has a lot of hit points and it has good armor, so usually it's used as a bait for the other team to kind of buy time for the push to happen more quickly on the other side. So Nemad is getting even more defensive now, but they're also dropping some hit points. But at the same time, Uncrown dropped a couple of hit points, and Wilder took a hit. And Nemad Resistor is getting the beating and takes another one. Oh, hit points now in favor of RN, but not by much. Nemad still holding out well.
Yep, they also is noteworthy to say that they had a good comeback in the last group stage to advance from a 3-1 score to 3-4, which leads to the victory.
Right. Well, it took another one. I mean, RN isn't doing exactly well with rotation, but the most important thing is that they are going to get B, and that's going to turn the tide somewhat. Point extra takes another one, but
Alright, looks like
will have to make a move.
Now it's Nemad's turn to have been under pressure, and now they're trying to rush the 113, I suppose.
Yeah,
they're going 777s and
Yeah,
TP.
Yep, they're going to send everyone to B and trying to get a cap stop there. But RN, are they going to make a rotation back to B to stop them from capturing? Nemec's down to a 2 shot, and,
Yes,
Nemec really want to get B.
Now they are gonna get a kill.
Yeah,
And
that's
the
an important kill.
Yep.
Kuja
960
needs to be
points.
killed. Oh, this is close. This is close.
Oh.
They really need to get the IS-7 next 3 tanks onto 1 now. Down to 1 shot. Boykic gets a kill, and it will be RN getting
And
the
now
win.
it's a point victory for RN.
Yep, getting the B proves to be important. I think Nemec just got way too defensive in the mid-game stages. They allowed RN to get B with relative impunity.
Alright, now we are going to advance to the second map.
Yeah.
And
I
I still
mean-
don't know how to pronounce it.
That's Molendyke, I think. Molendyke.
Molendyke. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Or you can ask Eldat because she is Dutch, so she would know how to pronounce that. Exactly.
Oh.
Because that's a Dutch town name, if I remember correctly. So, oh, hi, Florianka, we have someone in the chat. So, thanks for the comment. Yeah, so RN was not present in the last in the last season. They were present as Wise in the winter season, so it's good to see them back. They've beaten Risk in the previous upper bracket stage. I think 4-2 is the scoreline, and now against Nemec, both are going up evenly. I am actually quite excited to see how Nemec will perform this season. They finished 3rd in the Challengers tournament in the spring season, and they've beaten some of the top clans, if I remember correctly, so far in this tournament. So it's not a clan that you want to underestimate. But yeah, we're going to Molendyke now.
Wait.
Oh no!
Okay. Oh no.
6 players. Do we need to go back to the room?
Yeah, I think we need to go back. That was my
yeah.
mistake.
Oh, okay. So
I
we
needed-
go. All right. You're fine.
Well, they didn't tell me that someone was going out.
yeah.
in the set.
I'm going to exit.
Yeah, I'm gonna take responsibility for that.
Yeah, I think you would need to. It's fine. We had some issues with the room moderating, but we're back.
Yeah, no one. Yeah, it was a mistake. No one told me. Yeah, Alpha in.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it is strange if you only have 6 players on one hand and not the other, on one side, and you have someone waiting and then someone waiting. But yeah, I'll actually chat more about the current situation with the Cloud War scene on the Apex server tomorrow, probably, when I follow the lower bracket grand final. But basically, we are seeing some big clans returning. I think one of them will be RN. And I'm not sure about GRS, which the last time I heard they are still recruiting for the summer season. ID, on the other hand, is not in this tournament. Not sure if it's public information, but they had a reason why they weren't participating.
Okay, both teams ready for real.
Yeah, that's good. And then there is EVG. There is EVG, which I think sadly they didn't get enough in the last couple of days, which meant that they didn't qualify to the stage. Let's hope they will do better in the summer season, where, yeah, you know they are a strong clan. So looking at RN from the north spawn, they're going mostly to away with Nemec. Going to C instead, so it's going to be a cap play for both teams potentially. And let me just follow.
Alright,
Blitz now.
T100s at the front.
Yeah, RM will get A more quickly than Nemat getting a cap, so that will give RM the cap lead. And they're going to defend an open area, which is going to be good news for them, because if Nemat decides to push, they will be able to spot them at comp position.
Yep.
And Nemat
No
will
one
get safe.
spotted yet.
Nemat
Okay.
needs to do the rotation instead this time. So it's going to be hard. As I said, Nemat will have to rotate through an open area, and they will be spotted at quite a distant position as to where most of the RN tanks are. So RN will have some time to respond, and with Technical being spotted, a splash shot onto Cassia, only just a tiny 10 hit points of damage being dealt with. But there's still a lot of time. 5 cap points per 2 seconds of increase, and Molenbeek is back in the map pool for the summer season, so this is a map that's going to be played.
Alright, T100 tries to sneak in the side and got spotted.
No, oh dear. Now down to 1 shot, and he gets out of the way. But this is going to be bad news, because with light tank being 1 shot, that light tank has to play really carefully. Will be difficult for them to gather any more information.
Alright, looks like we have also movement on the right side. The heavies, IS-7
Yeah.
and the Stuff K.
Yeah, Nemat is trying to do the rotation from the west area. Not spotted them. Aaron hasn't spotted them, so they don't know that is happening. But I'm
Okay, now they're spotted.
Oh, they're spotted now.
Speak
Okay.
of the devil.
Yeah, Wilder's going to run away, and Floyd Shaw, he's going to defend. So it's going to be 2v2 there.
Alright,
Two-
Stuff K did a mistake and one on open air.
But only took a hit at the moment. Oh, Rose missed that one. And it seems Nemat is bleeding more than Aaron at the moment. Alpha's not actually heavily punished. But now he's going to be. And it relies on the other side of the tanks on A to push now. Alpha is in trouble. They're doing that. They're trying to get DMX here.
Alright, they're taking down the Alpha CK. Maybe not.
Yeah. Down to 1
Oh.
shot and he's down by 5. Now Aaron's looking for Baka Yu to go. Okay, I think this name has some special meaning to it. I don't know what's the meaning there, but he's down. He's back to the garage. It's now 6'6".
Alright, now we are gonna expect a what's on the Quadmagan in the middle.
Yeah, a push on to Kazuya. It's not going to last long. With Nemix down to 1 shot, and Trash also down to 1 shot. Trash is down, Kazuya down, Nemix down 4 versus 5. I think Nemat might be making a comeback here for some reason.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Now
I'm trying to smell
D100
better
is
though.
gonna get a
Yeah,
with the red.
yeah. I totally missed what happened to Nemat, but I thought RN had a good start, but then the ball was dropped, and Nemat, I think it's a good push down to the middle, and once again, I think Aaron might have suffered a little bit with the focus fire. Their discipline wasn't like at their best. I think that's possibly why RN is not winning this one, despite having a good, advantage with the map control. And yeah, they had a good map control when they were holding, and they also had a cap lead, but they threw it away actually.
Yeah, I think that who is that Stuff K in the middle who threw himself?
I mean
Alpha CK?
that was Alpha, but he
Yeah.
wasn't killed immediately. There was some breathing space for our ran, and they responded that well with the tanks near A to rotate to kind of take down the tanks right of Alpha. But I think what went wrong might be the focus fire from our end, which they didn't take down tanks quickly enough. They didn't take hold of that west flank. If they took control of that west flank, better, I think that this game will pan out a lot more differently.
Oh, okay.
And now we're going to the second battle on Molendyke. Nemat is almost ready up, and RN. They're now taking the triple, the Object 777. This is probably the better tank. I think we might see a lot of that on the EU server. Although I like the VZ. I'm not sure if it's going to be used, but I really like that tank. So we'll see.
You mean the 113?
No, the Czech heavy tank, which was recently released,
Oh.
the VZ55, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I'm not going to follow Wadu in the T100 LT at the moment. Its scoreline is
Alright,
2-1
someone made
for
a
Nemat.
blind shot out of nowhere.
Yeah, that always happens when you want to kind of hit the jackpot at the start, but it usually doesn't work. So Wadu has to put a lot of tanks, and Nemat's going to put a lot of tanks near the middle. Wadu spotted, Resistor is spotted. This time Aaron's not going to get a cap.
Alright,
Nemat will
yep.
be there to reset all 3 caps potentially.
No one's going to A either.
No, it's a bit out in the open. It's a hard cap to get, so no one's doing that. And Nemat might be in position to shut down whoever's trying to over A.
And now we have a no tanks land in the middle.
Yeah, the middle. Nemat is playing this one quite defensively, and this is potentially going to a camp steer situation, whereby no one can get all 3 caps because everyone is preventing one another from getting that. So potentially we might use all 7 minutes. We don't know, but at the moment it looks like to be the case, which we don't like. We don't like a campy battle, but it is what it is. And maybe I have to rehearse myself in doing a tour guide on Molendyke during the summer season if this happens. But this is one of the possibility. But Nemat's made a move on the way now.
Alright, now we have the T100 maybe trying to poke on A.
You're trying
Maybe
to
not.
spot A to see if there is anyone there, but he spotted no one, so he's going to get a cap now. Now, Ren, they need to do something. Are they going to go for C, or are they trying to...
Alright,
on
someone
to
tried
button?
blind spotting.
Nope. A has been captured now. That will give Nemat
Yep.
a cap lead.
Now it's a 2 times attempt on blind shotting and failed from the 121.
Yeah, and Aaron got say, but Nemat really don't need to do much. They just have to hold. And as for Aaron, they have to find a way. But Nemat is probably regrouping. Looking at the crown bargains and the super comps. Are trying to surprise Aaron here. This is going to be a risk. And Aaron will be surprised if they make a move down the river and try to take a Katsuya. I think that's possible.
Alright, now RN is the one under pressure. Now they have to figure a way to push.
Yeah, they still have a lot of time though. 5 cap points
Yeah.
for 2 seconds of increase. We're still speaking of more than a minute to go for our end.
3 minutes. I
To,
mean, or you
yeah.
can say half of the match time.
well, not really actually. Well, about 1/3 probably, because usually teams push on the 800 cap point mark. So, RN. I think Kazuya is going to be in under a lot of pressure. 1 versus 3 tanks. And I mean, Nemat can push on to Kazuya. I mean,
Another
has...
HE,
Yeah.
another HE on the crime wagon.
Yeah, I mean Cujo is back there to support Casilla, so Nemad can't really push onto Casilla, but if they want to do focus fight, it's an easy target they could go for. Less than 3 minutes to go, and Aaron still has some time to figure out how to rotate. I mean, they're seasoned veterans. They know what to do. They're not rushing at the moment. They're not rushing their call, which is good. They're just figuring out what side they could. They're trying to find a weakness in Nemat's lineup. But they still haven't
Well,
found it yet.
from the bird's eye point of view, they might have a chance if they was on the right side of on the other four, but it might seem unlikely since the Stuffcade, Skunk Killer, and 121B is gonna was in support, which neutralize the rush.
Yeah,
Alright.
both of them still trying to crossfire, but the time is running out for RN now. We are almost approaching the 800 cap point mark, and I think they are now making a call on the way. Blizzard's there in the team with
Alright.
LT. The ball will drop at any moment soon.
100 seconds left, and now they looks like they're trying to push on ADT 100.
Yeah, so no lot of time at the
They're
moment.
piling up there. Okay, now we have a full on board.
Yeah, Blizzard spotted them. Blitz spotted them, and he's going to run away. Would that mean Nemat is now going to make a move over to C? I think they're doing that. So
Alright,
I will
looks like-
get back A.
Yep. Looks
And
like
we'll get
alright, our takes start A, and Nemat is perhaps gonna retake C, and maybe if they have a chance on B, but that's not likely since B is open space.
Yeah, it's going to be hard. But who is going to get the cap first? We only have less than a minute to go, and now RN is trying to put their tanks over to B. They're trying to crowd onto B.
Alright.
Trash in the Object 777, but he's alone. This is going to break through that Nemat once.
No one dies, and perhaps Nemat is gonna win from points.
No, but at the moment, Technic was down to 2 shots. He might die
Alright.
now. He is dead, but ARWV is also dead. That is an important kill from Nemat. And Trash is still alive at the moment.
Alright, 16 seconds. And
Yeah.
Nemat still has the points lead.
Yeah, only 10
RN's
seconds
trying
left
to
to go.
capture.
No, but
This
if
is gonna
Uncrown
be
dies,
close.
it's over. It's over for our end. But yes, it's a kill onto Uncrown. 3 seconds left to go. Resistance is down. But this is going for Nemat. They have 935 cap points, meaning they're now on the match when that was close.
That was a nice comeback.
Yeah, yeah. I was surprised that Trash wasn't like. I mean, it was a 2v1, so automatically I thought Trash would be in all sorts of trouble. But Nemat did really well with focus fire this time. Again, RM wasn't quick enough to get the kills.
Looks like the comeback magic has happened again.
I mean, Nemat, surprisingly, they were really good. I
Yeah.
mean, the last battle they deserved to win that. I mean, they got a cat lead. I don't think that's the most important point. They were able to get the kills in. Well, I mean, when over at B, which Aaron has a lot of tanks there at the moment, so you can only praise their focus fire at that side. And RN, they still have a long way to go before they can get back to where they were a couple of I mean, autumn season they finished second, but this is nowhere as good as they were back in the autumn season. But it's also a community tournament, so they're still training. They're still improving. Oh, we're now on to My Ruins.
Well, about the map, I remember like in gravity mode, I tried to like jump to the top of the middle of that high tower, you know, and failed miserable, and failed because of all the enemy tanks trying to hit me.
Oh, okay. No, I thought you were going to speak of the height limit of my rooms because it was unusually low. I always hit the buildings in the spec mode to say the height limit is very low, and I kind of told Morgan to fix that. I hope that they will increase the height limit for the spec because it's not fun. I thought you hit that height limit and then you couldn't land on the top at the top of the building, which
Apparently, I seen someone manage to land on the top, and I still didn't figure out why.
yeah, it's strange, but I don't know.
But still, it's always satisfying to sit on the top.
Yeah, and with little challenge.
Okay, looks like Aaron is trying to cook up something. Hello. Okay. Someone did a little trolling on in the voice chat.
Did anyone? Because couldn't hear anything. You mean the train room chat?
Yeah, the streaming chat. Someone just joined and left the chat. I mean the voice chat.
Oh, I didn't notice that because I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe
I'm
it was
streaming.
the streamer mode. Yeah.
Yeah, I stream in mode, so I couldn't hear anything. So,
Okay, both teams ready.
Yeah, both teams are ready. RM versus DMAT. We're going to have Bahrain. Looking at the lineup, I'm just going to see if my score is updated, which it is. Match point to NEMAT now. RN going for a 6TP, a double crown, double strip K, an E513. Over to NEMAT, double 6TP, an IS4, double IS7, a strip K, and a T110 E5. So
Okay, stuff K on A, and the others 60 TP in the middle, not capturing yet.
yeah, so it looks like NEMAT's going to take hold of B and C, with RN focusing mostly on A. They're overlooking at B, trying to reset that, and they could reset B nicely, but it's again NEMAT getting count lead, and they're going to get that with capturing C. But RN, they're going to go past A, they're going to create a surprise. I'm going to follow Alpha at the moment in the 2-1-25. And Kujo is going to flank from behind. This is going to
But
be
looks like the
awesome.
surprise isn't gonna work since they already expected them at the other side, which means A.
Yeah, but the IS7s are rotating back, but I don't think they're quick enough. So I think Technical will be under a lot of trouble very quickly. Yeah,
And they should take A back, yeah.
no, I think they would have to take a really long way to go for that. They need to get the kills first, because if they can get a kill, they will have the cap lead, and they can wait for a little bit longer. But they couldn't get Technical at the moment.
Right.
Maybe they will need to get back A now.
Yeah, now they're the one under pressure and they couldn't get the IS4, which is a lower speed kill. And now they're stuck on a corner, most of them.
Yeah, and even if they get A, they will have to kill more than one tank to flip the cap point. So they really need to either get 0 tick or 7 players of NEMAT. So the advantage is really with NEMAT here.
Yep. An advantage of 200 points is no joke.
No, Wadu has got A, so that will stop the gap from widening. But they will have to do a lot in order to get the win. But still early days, So again,
Okay, looks like RN has discovered a weak spot on the left side of the map, since they have only the 60 TP there.
yeah, but the 60 people have high alpha. Their tanks built for defending. So we'll see. But they're defending at the start, not during the rush. Because during the rush, they will suffer from the lack of DPM. But before the rush happens, they will have the high alpha to kind of scare off RN. So, where are they going to go? Are they going to take out Technical? Or are they trying to pincer the tanks down the middle?
Alright, the stuff case should move now since the 60 TB is on the 113.
Yeah, we are
I
sort of
would,
seeing a
I
push.
would recommend a flank, but a direct hit will be more effective.
Oh, they're hesitating. Uncrown took a lot of hits here.
Okay, now it's a full on brawl. On the left side,
Yeah.
as expected.
No, I think RN is struggling a little bit with the push on down with the Nemat now finding the issue. But technical is down. RN took out technical. I missed that, but it's going to be 2v2 near the south end. But on the middle side, Nemat seems to be doing
Okay.
well.
Now 114 is down as well.
Yep, voice
so-
control is down. Iron Crown is going to be the focus for Nemat based on to it's down to 2-shot now. It's all about who can get the kills first. Trash is down. Iron Crown is down. 4 versus 6. Huge advantage going into Nemat. We could potentially see RN in the grand final tomorrow.
Alright, another 210s on the Kazuya. And Wadu is on Blizzard.
Yeah, Kasu is in deep trouble. He needs to get a reload, but Aaron got saved. That will give them some breathing space. But in terms of hit points and the guns, they're in huge disadvantage. You can see I've missed that one. Blizzard is dead, and Alpha is very low. Kazuya down. I think Nemat's going to get this one.
Alright, now we have a twist. Our end has 2 bases and the other side has none.
Yes, but this is not going to be the main issue because Nemat, they still have the guns, they still have the hit points, or maybe not because our end, the double strip K are working in tandem to get Barker U.
Alright, looks like it is gonna get closer on the points. Rose
Yeah.
is getting C back.
Yeah, it's getting closer than I thought actually. 2 versus 3 now. The double strip K they cannot give up now because the battle's still not over. They're still under disadvantage with the guns and hit points. And they're now looking for Rose. But Wadu is now down to 1 shot. If Rose
Wadu
gets...
1 shot, yeah. Now
Yeah.
they need Kujo on Rose.
They
And,
still
yeah,
have the...
2 10s on 1.
Yeah, they still have
Rose
the hit
get
points. I mean, cap points.
Yep.
Rose trying to get... What? Oh!
Oh. Okay, Rose 1.
Yeah.
1 man, you still got this. Oh no,
Nah,
Rose is 1 shot.
Kujo tries to get Rose. Oh no. He
No,
needs to
ram him. Ram him
Gets
hard.
the kill. And Kujo 1 versus 2.
950.
Can he survive for long enough? No! Kujo gets the kill and Nemat
Alright, that
are
was
through.
close. Yeah.
Nemat are through to the grand final of a tournament. They're going to be at least getting the top 2. Who would have thought that Nemat is going to be contending for the win? Oh my god. They are definitely a top contender. They are no joke. They have definitely improved from the challenges tournament I followed them in the spring season. I think Aaron just have to work really hard in the next couple of days because I think they're struggling with a little bit with the push. They're not exactly like 100% confident. Like there are lapses in terms of their push. They really need to sort that out because Nemat exploited that weakness really well. They pushed when RN is struggling to make a movement, and Nemat's focus fire is better tonight. There is no question about that, and RN will also have to improve on that. So lots to work on for RN. For Nemat, they should be really happy about the performance tonight.
Okay, now I'm updating the scoreboard. I mean my own one, not really the official.
Yeah. So the next one will be Jomon versus Ritz. I think someone will need to. I don't think I have the fan logo of Jomon. I don't think I posted one either. No, not as far as I'm concerned. Oh. But it's too late now. Well, if Jomon advances, if they knocked out Risk, then I will ask in the chat to for the clan logo for Jomon. But as it stands, RM will be going to the lower bracket grand final, and they will find out who they're going to be. Is it going to be Jomon or is it going to be Risk? We will know tomorrow. We will know after the games. Alright, so how much time do we have? Unless you want to start early.
they actually asked me if they can start the match ASAP,
Okay,
which means they are if once I'm done with the chat, I'm probably gonna start it soon.
yeah, that's good. Are we going to be in the same room or are we going to be going to a different room?
The same room, I assume.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna change the title and the maps and we are set.
Okay, that's good. So while you're doing that, let me just go over to the group stage where you might want to see the standings as well. So in Group A, we had Nomad, RN, ICT, and SBZ through to the well, they're in the top 4. SBZ going only just going through. Nomad going with 8 wins, but they were placed in the 7th place after losing to let me check. After losing to Jomon 1-4. The teams that didn't go through were Scam, which actually won 4 games, which is good, which is nice to see. DT, previously Der, and some of them were from our soccer last season. I'm not sure if ours is going to do that. We hope they do. Rise didn't play in the low Attribution championship last season. They only scored 3 wins. NQRY originally were in the top 4, but they forfeited halfway through. Don't know why. You have to ask them for a reason. But they were in the top 4 when they were playing, and they just dropped out for God knows what reason. DIBS, you might not know them, which I don't blame you for that, because they claimed that they were in the Chinese. They were playing the Chinese server. I think they said they were top 8. I don't know. But they didn't even have they didn't have enough to play at the start of the tournament, and they just couldn't actually do the tournament. Yeah.
And I happened to be there, and we have a kind of a mess since the other team. We waited like 15 minutes, and so they decided to let the technical victory, and they came right after I dismissed the room and asked for a rematch, which the other team refused, and that's it.
Oh well. But that's the story behind. Okay,
Yeah.
so for the other group, we have Nimat actually first. They actually lost. I don't know which game they lost, but they actually lost 1 in that group. Jomon 2nd place, Risk 3rd, and GB 4th. I mean, Risk and GB, you know, they were the top 2 from the spring season. They were actually placed 3rd and 4th in that group. So Nimat and Jomon really surprised everyone with their performance in this tournament. So I won't rule them out for the top 8 in this summer season. I think the battle for the top 8 is going to be tense. No one's going to have an automatic qualification there, and ARWV actually won 5. Arguably the academy team of EVG. And EVG finished lower than them, which wasn't helped because they didn't have enough for the last couple of games. But let's hope they will be back, because EVG, they were like the top, they were like one of the big 4 clans on the Apex server. I mean, previously they were known as E7 or P1. Maybe not exactly, but they have a lot of players from E7 and P1, so automatically they are considered to be a front one runner in this tournament, but they didn't qualify. Two new clans that you may not have heard of: Vortex and PSFH. PSFH is a Filipino clan. They only won one, which is against TSIA as a technical victory, I suppose. I don't know if they're going to participate in the summer season, which I hope they do, because in the spring season we didn't even have enough teams for the Lord Echelon Championship. So they shouldn't have to work too hard to get into that stage, into that tournament, and I think they will learn a lot if they participate there. Vortex, also a new clan. I don't know exactly what they're comprised of, but maybe they will play in the Lower Echelon Championship as well. We'll see. Are they ready now? Do we have? Oh, we don't have a lot of people here for now. What is
Well, actually, we are super early since the
Yeah.
it's like if I'm correct, it is like 7:25, right, or 7:30. Can someone check the clock for me?
No, it's we are 47 minutes past.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
47.
47. Oh,
Yeah,
that means we are still early.
Yeah. I mean, supposedly the match should begin at let me see, at 8 in Hong Kong time, but nope, we're still 12 minutes early at the moment. We'll see if they will show up in the next couple of minutes. While I'm doing that, I can't play a game because I'm tied to the room. But what I could do, well, we can actually chat about the teams. I think Spectre will know more about that because he has been following this tournament, the entirety of this tournament. So, what do you think about the teams?
The teams.
Yeah.
Well, they're because this was the first time I you mean commentary since like 2021 or 2020. A lot I can see a lot of new faces, and
Yeah.
you know, it's like joining a completely new server since most of the teams you can't really recognize except for GW.
Oh. Oh yeah. Oh. So I mean,
Yeah.
Risk were mostly faced. You don't know already. ICT is the same ICT in the 2019, which got some.
Oh,
Which got,
ICT.
yeah, the notoriety with. Yeah, I wasn't there, but apparently they were disqualified from that tournament. But they were placed 5th in the spring season this year. I'm not sure if they're going to participate. It will depend on the schedule between the Chinese server and the Apex server.
Yeah, I think, yeah, I agree. Think I would like to say there may be a conflict between the tourney time here and with the Chinese server.
Yeah, it's bound to happen. Yeah, it's definitely a conflict that will happen.
Okay, still updated.
Yeah, but I think during your hiatus, I just always have to stop and think about that word's pronunciation. But during your hiatus, you might not have heard of Norman. I think they only showed up last year. They're quite new. They actually got 4th place in the spring season. I think that's also because a lot of the old top teams didn't play in this spring season, but they were showing some promise. They were showing a lot of promise, and unfortunately, they got a lot of flack for their performance in the top 4 from the EU server, which they don't deserve that flack if you consider the contest behind Nomad. But they were improving. They are improving a lot. I mean, they only got 7th place this tournament, but this is just a community tournament. not the main thing. So don't rule them out for a top 4 again this season. What do you think about Nomad? Have you followed them?
Well, I see Nomad like a few matches earlier in group stage.
Mm-hmm. And how did they perform?
Well, I didn't notice much, but they did they managed to maybe like take some notes from Nemad, I guess. Did they?
No, I think Nomad and Me met like two. Well, I mean they were related, but I don't think they share players.
Oh,
From what I am aware.
now I feel terrible for not paying attention on strategy.
I right. I mean, Nomad's supposedly the main team. And Nomad, the kind of the
Like a
academy-
secondary team,
yeah, secondary team because
like the old days, like Rory and Vivi.
yeah, the EVG and Rory and Riri, yeah, Riri just kind of went up for their own, and they're now NQRY. So so yeah.
So sad to see old clans die away.
Well, we do see a couple of clans returning now. I mean, RM returned. We don't know about GRS, which previously you might know some players from HLV. Yeah. It does seem like the HLV players. I don't know if they are going to return, but
Oh, HLV.
yeah, they only. If I remember correctly, they only won one season, and that's the 2020 autumn season. It was good old days, but yeah. I see. Yeah, SBZ. I mean, you would have heard of EA. A lot of them were from EA, if I remember correctly. I mean, EA were playing in 2020, 2021. I think. Last season they showed some promise too. I think they were very close getting to top 8. They won the Challengers tournament, so they're definitely good. They're looking to get into top 8, of course, this season. I don't think they're hampered by the Chinese server schedule. I don't think so. Yeah. But yeah, Jomon missed out on the top 8 on the very last day. They thought they had it after beating Arsoft, but EVG, which consists of the ICT players in the spring season, won their group and overtook XPT or Jomon, as they succumbed to defeat against ID. Even if ID took like their stars in the lineup, and they still won those matches, so that was quite.
Okay, people are starting to arrive.
Yeah, so that's kind of a surprise. No, not surprise. It was kind of a dramatic ending. We all thought like the XPT would go through, but I think that performance, I think that kind of renovation hurt them, and they were knocked out in the lower bracket first round in the group stage against TSIA, which is sad. Pretty sad, but I think they are recuperating from that. It appears that they have improved a lot. Have you actually followed Joe Mon?
You mean in the group stage or in the double
Both.
elimination?
Both.
Oh, Jomon. Well, I think I have followed Jomon in the last match against Nomad, which they got us 4-1.
Sorry.
Like,
Well,
if I could remember correctly, that was a huge factor in terms of the focus fire. I think they have quite some matches with a lot of tanks clash into each other and lose SP very quickly.
oh, so you said that the focus fire is good.
Yeah, like
Oh.
2 minutes, and there was once like 2 minutes and in Desert Sands. or maybe that's the I forgot the name. That's the desert with the railroad in the middle.
Oh
And
yeah.
one time poked in the middle, and it almost instantly got liberated, and we got some flanks. And 2 minutes, the match is over.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's good because if I remember correctly, Jobon or XPT or Low suffered from that department for his father. So it's good to see that they've improved a lot since then, which is kind of one of the things they really need to improve if they want to get better. So I'm happy to hear this. Let me just show you the bracket again. Those of you who are watching. Yeah. So we're now looking at Jowon versus Risk. Limat beat RM41. It's an upset. I have not seen that coming, but it is the case. That will send Limat higher up in the power rating, actually. I have to update that. And for some reason, RN is in the first place on the power rating because Risk lost to a couple of clans below them, and they really lost a lot of rating points up, and they drop a lot actually. So yeah, I think Risk might have to start with a second place on the power rating before the start of the summer season, which is surprising, but that's what happens when you lost to clans below you in this tournament. Yeah. Just going to get that result in. Yeah, I am, but I am also working on creating like the qualification percentage for the top 4 stage. I might work a bit more on the top 8 qualification chance. Oh, what have you done?
Oh no! For first call, I thought I mistakenly put someone in the wrong team.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Yes. I haven't checked the situation for. I haven't checked the clan war scene for the EU server at the moment. I might have a look. Might take a look tomorrow. But we'll see. Oh, so this is back in the top place after our loss to DMAT. Oh, so yeah. So it does look like the top 8 power rating at the moment. It's Risk, RNG, ID Nomad, ICT, DMAT, as we said. I would agree with this top 8 actually. I think that could happen. Which I don't know, SDIJ or Last didn't join this tournament, so don't know how they are going to be in the summer season. If they're going to participate at all, but they will struggle this time around. Because I mean, as you saw, Limat, they were not in the top 8 last season, but they performed really well against RN. As we, I mean, Jomon as well, down in the top 4, also did very well. And as we said, they were unlucky with seeding a bit, but yeah. Now Risk. I thought Song was an EPG. When did he join Risk? Or
Song like he joined Risk since the group stage or before that.
Oh, before that. Okay, I thought EVG were at Zonk. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just remembered incorrectly. Oh, maybe it's. Oh, yes. Yeah, because in the ratings 1v1 they have like Bonk, Zonk, Tonk. I don't know, something like that.
Bonk.
Yeah,
and now we're gonna have Donk.
Yeah. They just changed their names. I like that. I love that. And
do you remember like in one of the last tournaments, like they decided to name rename their usernames to like almost like the same name but different caps.
oh dear, that would be a nightmare to commentate.
For example, like you name someone Roller Dog, and the other name Roller Dog, but the is replaced with an E.
Oh, so just like Maddox, Mythics, Bulldogs, Maddox all over again.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh dear. Well, that's also a nightmare for the streamers. But we have Madbox. Nowadays, Madbox doing all the odds calculation for the for tournaments. Which is good. Oh, we miss Maddox. I hope he's well. But Maddox has since retired. I think he is still in charge of the Sobot.
Yeah, he is like retired, but he is chilling around with the red name in the server.
Yeah.
Just like in Minecraft.
I think Maddox retired when Madbox is here. No, actually, Madbox and Maddox were in the same season. Last year winter, yeah, I had Madbox back then. So Madbox and Madbox we're in the same season. Together, yeah. I mean, I named those battle prediction bots from legendary player names. So Apex server, Maddox is obviously a legendary player if you don't know. And on the EU server, I named the bot Thomas Peterson. So Thomas is, you know, the legendary caller from Legion, and I don't think he's playing now. And Peter from RTK, and now he's in Akbar. And I combined them I combined these two names to make Thomas. So that's how I got those names.
Okay, looks like we have both teams ready for the second round, first round match.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
There we go. Let's change the backdrop. So Jomon versus Risk. I'm going to be excited to see how Jomon plays, because there were lots of surprises coming from this team, and they're from the South Spawn. Here, looking at Giovanna, such an that's an Italian name here.
Yeah, remember there was like one match when Giovanna in this team against someone called Jotaro in the other team.
Okay, I didn't see that, but Spooky is spotted, and we're seeing RWT. USA is my hub. Yeah, what is that name? Both of them spotted, but Risk tries to go for save at the count because the Optic 777 are there to stop that from happening. So A is actually unchallenged whatsoever, but that could change. Genre has already rotated. C is... Oh, how did Salt sneak into C? I didn't notice that.
Okay, that was sneaky.
Yeah. Risk will get a cat lead on C. That's for Jomon. Giorno. Very interesting call. Getting quite aggressive in the caves. The Sugar Big is trying to shut that down. Holland tries to get A, but he's unable to do so at the moment. And Risk. Mandalorian Zonk. Zonk still staying there. Mandalorian rotating object. Spots that Mandalorian rotating. Takes a hit. Hit points are in favor of Jomon. They've done a good job and chipping away hit points, but I am shitting.
Okay, that's quite a few shots.
Yeah.
No actual fighting yet, just a few shots.
Nope. There's still some time for Jomon, even though they don't have a cap. But they might try and get A here.
And now it's a 7 against another.
No. They're going to make a push now. Jomon ignoring A. But they're going to push on to blank space. Holland might be in trouble, but that... I can't say that on stream. Can I?
Yep, Holland is in trouble, and now he's gone.
Yeah, he's out. And Shugamigu is the next tank down. And where is Risk? Focus fire. Suga is going to be next tank down, and already 2 tanks down, and Risk can't get a tank out at the moment. And Joe Won is going for the D, the dad. So I mean, I can't.
Oh.
Joe Won also going for Mandalorian.
Rescue is about to get a kill on the object.
Yeah, Risk need a kill. Object is down finally. USA is out. USA is no more. They did not gain control of Black Field. They can't take the land. Zonk running around trying to get RBT. RBT gets A. He is killed. It's 4 versus 3. Their Risk might be mounting a comeback. But Pookie is a one shot. And Jono will get a kill here. It will be the case. Pookie can't get a shot in. A will be captured by Risk. This is going
Now
to be
it's
important.
4 tenths on 2.
Yeah. Oh,
Someone went
JDFK
shot.
in trouble. Zonk takes a
Okay.
hit from Red.
Zonk. Well, I suggest he's supposed to be running away.
Shinyar is down. Zonk's
Poking
can't
Oh
escape.
no!
Mozzarella.
Now he's
in
game
scan.
over.
Yeah, JDFK is killed. Can Mozzarella survive for long enough before?
Okay,
He is
the
shredded.
MC is getting Mozzarella on the back, and
Yeah.
now he's distracted.
Yeah. No.
Serrano on the back as well. Now we
Joe-
have a sandwich on the IS-4.
Yeah. Joan is going to shred the mozzarella onto the good old margarita
Yes.
pizza. And we'll get the win here.
Now
1-0.
that's a kill.
To Joan. What a game. Don't know what happened to Risk. They looked very lost from the push of Joan. Joan just pushed, got the tanks, got the focus fire. Risk, I don't know what happened there. Their focus fire wasn't quite there. It just reminds me of their performance against GV in the spring season during the group stage. Their focus fire is not there, not quite there, and they were struggling. And we're looking at that performance again. Risk, Mozzarella got 4 kills, more than 4k damage done, but it's all down to German's focus fire here, and their ability to get the numerical advantage early on. That what wins them the game. I'm afraid. And we're definitely going to be seeing some changes, but Risk really needs to concentrate because they look like a shadow of themselves. If they perform like this, I think they will be in trouble
Maybe.
defending their title.
Well,
for
the
this
last time,
subseason.
Rescue tried some 777 metas in the last round, and that didn't work well as well.
So I know the prize for win for this tournament is not high. I don't think the tournament even collected monetary donations. They only got the prizes from Wargaming just before the start of the knockout stage. So basically, it's just a training tournament for a lot of these clans. I mean, GV even just didn't turn up.
Wait, who is
What?
No, I'm trying to read who is getting in.
No, I was saying GV didn't even kind of. I don't think they showed up. That's what I saw in the chat.
RBT.
Yeah. GV didn't even show up yesterday. Well, maybe they showed up, but they didn't have enough. I think that's what I saw actually. They didn't have enough. So yeah, Joe Won starting this match well. As for Risk, loads and loads need to be done. But no pressure. It's just only one battle. It's not going to be indicative of how they're going to perform in this summer season. Even if I were quite critical of their performance there, but you know, early days. they aren't just putting their 100%. They don't want to put that 100% because I'm assuming that you will see their strategy. So I think they're just kind of saving. Maybe they're just playing with us. But we're back. Second battle. Jomon versus Risk. Great start for Jomon.
On opposite spawn.
Yeah, obviously. Otherwise, we have to go back to
They
right. Looking at
okay
John.
now.
Let's actually look at Salt this time. 200 LT in going to C.
Oh
Trying to
no.
spot. Oh, did we miss something? No.
No, no,
didn't-
no, no.
We didn't miss an Amarak, so because there's no Amarak. Zonk's going for C. After spotting no one challenging C. Zonk making his one last spot. Still for nothing.
Okay, this feels unrelated, but I found some bad news.
What?
Looks like they removed the Easter egg in the map.
Oh, I didn't notice that. C is captured by Risk, and Jomon gets a not quite far after. Well, I just forgot the word. Maybe that will come up my mind later. The moment Risk took a hit, Mozzarella took a hit. I need Cheddar.
Risk is currently leading the points by around a second for 5 points.
Well, you know what? Risk should name all their players.
Well,
I kind of cheese, you know.
Well,
We
do
have
you think-
Mozzarella.
well, do you think like it's gonna be a risk if the crime margin for Massalia capture B?
It will. He doesn't have a lot of hit points. JTFK is there. I can show you. From his perspective, he's going to reset B. He's in position, so can't do that. Risk don't really have tanks to take a look to keep JTFK in control. Yeah, I was saying Risk should name their players after a kind of cheese. We have mozzarella and maybe we should have cheddar. We should have parmesan, pecorino. I don't know. It will be funny. We all love cheese. Zog is going to run away. It's going to how about to Zonkov. That's not a word, is it? Oh yeah. Object 95 is going to get really aggressive. Oh, good shot to Pookie. Pookie returns fire.
Okay,
But
that's a risky move.
it's
now
going
we-
to could keep
Alright,
Risk
now we have
into
a block.
pocket. Yeah. That's an important
Buff K is gonna
position.
get in.
Yeah. Risk will need to find a way to prevent being tucked into a corner because they are running at risk in doing so.
Right,
Mozzarella
Mozzarella
is
In trouble. Yeah. Mozzarella.
And Pookie will have to support
Okay, now
Mozzarella.
he's down.
Yeah, Mozzarella. First time down. USA might be able to get B, but I don't think this is what they have in mind now. Jomon's going for Holland next. They're going to get all 7 kills.
Oh no. USA is down as well.
USA is down.
And
Holland is a one
ATFK
shot.
has missed the Stuff K.
Yeah.
And Stuff K is not there, one shot.
Holland is out.
Get
Shuku
in.
is out.
No one joined the voice chat.
Please don't join the voice chat, otherwise we might have to read
ATFK.
ourselves. Yeah. JTFK is down, and it's a 5 vs 4 situation again. Advantage is with Risk. Jomon doing really well in the push.
Yep.
Mandalorian the focus.
That is
For
a
J1.
focus on Mandalorian. On the outside, we have a 2-on-2 battle. Okay, 2-on-1 now.
Yeah.
And the object is on the outside.
Yeah. The Strift-K, JDF-K bounces onto Mandalorian, but that will not
Alright,
matter.
now with the final kill and the points, it's a Joe moment victory.
Yeah. Bringing the scoreline to 2-0, we could potentially see a knockout of Risk. Which is going to surprise you. Risk haven't been themselves tonight. Joe Mon control the situation well. I mean I saw Object 985 going in that position.
Have the total control from the
They had Risk in the pocket. Risk weren't able to free themselves, and they lost Mozzarella down the middle. I think that just put a nail in the coffin. I mean, it's that early. Joe Mon didn't kind of let up with their focus fire and the rotation. It was not a lot to criticize on. It was just enough. They just did enough to win that game. And they don't have to do more. They need to figure out a way now. Joe Mon, I mean, that's more like the Joe Mon I want to say. It's good. It's a decisive team. It's a team that knows what the enemy is doing. It's kind of a more intuitive team.
Up.
Yeah, so it's good to see them.
Oh, but the MC up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, before someone left, someone was apparently picking the voice chat.
Yeah, I mean, if that happens, we might have to move ourselves to one of the platoon voice chats. Hope we don't have to do that.
Okay, what happened to this skill at the moment?
So now we have to see. We have to wait.
Well, for some reason, I would like to call this map Oasis Face Palms.
I don't know why, but go on.
No, it's just for the namesake.
Okay.
And it gives me a lot of face palms since there are always some heavy tanks who insisted to go on the middle on the right side, while there are some medium or light tanks who insisted to go on the left and get YOLO'd.
Oh yeah, I mean I think it's that increasingly now you should go kind of separate ways because of how open this map is. But then you have to be very mindful of the map because lots of the random players they are not aware of where the team is going, so they might put themselves in a really
like zero or even negative awareness.
Yeah, especially when you're in the well, yeah, you have to be really careful where you go. It's good to get aggressive there, but get my control. But you can't fight 5 tanks with one. So, for example. But,
Damn, you must be a god to be able to fight 5 tanks in one.
Yeah. So please don't put yourselves in that situation if
And
you're
don't try to
clearly
be a hero.
outnumbered. Yeah. No. If you're clearly outnumbered, just get out of there. You can blame your team all you want, but you won't win if you lose. You won't win. You won't be able to influence a win if you die. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So, Oasis
Both ready?
Farms. Both teams are ready. We're going in.
Okay.
Alright, we're in. So, looking at Joe Mon, red team from the north spawn. And this time they're saying Giordo in the middle.
T100 on C. Both spotted. Song is Song is not capturing.
No, he's
That
not
cannot-
doing that. No one can capture any base at the moment. Jomon looking at A.
RWV on the outside. What are you doing? You're gonna get spotted. No, you already get spotted, and now you get shots. 2 shots. 1000 HP gone.
Oh, that might have.
1004. And that was a unnecessary move to expose yourself.
That was a great mistake. I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would give Rest a good starting point. They have more than 1k, well, almost 1k hit point advantage. That's a start they need. That's a springboard they need if they want to win the matches. But at the same time, Mandalorian takes double tap, maybe triple now. Giorno might put another one, but it's a bounce this time. RBT spotted, and are we seeing German rotating to A? No, they're still holding.
No, they won't be able to capture A since they got 4 tanks in the opposite.
Yeah, but Giorno has done a good job chipping away hit points of Mandalorian. So now the hit points are close, even if they lost a couple
Okay,
with
now
JTF.
we have. Yep. Okay, now we have trouble. What are the stuff? What do you think the stuff case are doing in the back?
I don't know, but I don't know why Q could just hide the message from Trent and Pete. It must be a mistake. It must be a mistake, I'm sure.
Yeah, I bet the stuff case should be moving somewhere else.
I don't know. The Strift case. Sorry, I just got sidetracked. But the Strift case. Don't know. But Jomo has the hit point poorly back, so they managed to chip away hit points of those tanks sitting near A, which is good. But Sugu, good
Okay,
shot.
Object is trying to stop Sugu from capturing C, along with Giovanni. Okay, looks like we have a raw, a 2-on-1. Giovanni's gonna need to help Object from Zonk.
Yeah, Zonk and Sugu trying to get Object down, with Object dropping the reactive armor, but we could see support coming from the double strip case.
Yeah, that's stuff case.
That could mean Risk will push
numbers.
out.
Alright,
Yeah.
now on the other side we have the RBT in trouble.
Yeah, that's what Risk needs to do because they're getting outnumbered on the desert. Sugar's down to 2 shot and he will go down soon if Risk doesn't take out RBT quickly enough. And this is all going to be important. Sugar, can he survive? Can he stay for a little bit longer? C's going to be captured by Jomon. Jomon slowed down. That gave some time for Risk to take out RBT, and that will be crucial. Sugar down finally, but RBT is down.
And 1 kill on each other. Okay,
Yeah.
now Winter Force on JTFK.
Yeah. I think he missed, I think.
Yeah, he missed.
Yeah, Zonk has to run away. I think he might be trapped here. But Mandalorian's also in trouble. This is going to be important. Whether Risk is able to kill the remaining tanks, they are struggling a little bit in finding targets. JTFK is down.
JTFK down.
Yeah. And Object's focus for Risk. And Object is down 4 versus 6.
Looks like Risk has managed to put 2 tanks in a hole in the middle.
Yeah, Mandalorian's down. Zonk doing a good job with the 200 LT. Red is also in deep trouble. Risk find a comeback this time. Looking at the 1v1 battle of Zonk versus Giorno. Who will win this one?
Alright, Masaria on
Zonk won
this
this.
kill. Okay,
Yeah.
looks like Rescue gets the match this time.
Yeah, definitely. Risk will get this battle. Oh, great job to Risk. It was close still, but what happened to Jomon? They slowed down with that push. I think their inability to take out Sugar quickly here and allowed Risk to take out JTFK. Basically, it was just an even number of tanks.
That move was the JTFK from the earlier, and in the end was pretty much unnecessary since he first got himself spotted in a pretty inconvenient position and lost half his speed. and then in the end he exposed himself to a on the lower ground if the enemy on the higher ground with the red spot.
Yeah, but I mean, also like Risk didn't. They weren't still the best with the focus fire, but I think
Yeah.
Jomon didn't manage to tidy up their focus fire this time. It's not as clinical as they were in the last two battles, and I think that is also another reason why they lost.
And pretty much as a bonus, they put like 2 or 3 of the tanks in a trap position, which is bad for the Russian.
Oh yeah, I think I saw the VK dropping down. I mean, he has to do that, but in doing so, it inevitably gave way for Risk to pincer. So they weren't in a good position, and also they didn't take down too much LT, which is so important. They went for another heavy tank instead, because it could happen a 3v1, and if they took out that light tank, that would give Jomon Jomon some mobility advantage, because that would be them having the light tank alive, and they didn't really capitalize on that situation. So I think there was a couple of minor calls that they should have done, which would have turned the tide for them, but it wasn't. But Risk managed to crawl back. Now 2-1. It is now. Yes, I'm seeing on the stream the double streak they should have gone for the 200 from a Jomon side. They went for the 60 TP instead. I mean the 60 TP. That 60 TP is getting the attention from the other tank too. So if they have gone for that 200 LT, if they go for Song, Giorno would have survived, and that battle would have changed entirely. So that was kind of an important call that would have been made if to turn a tide for them, but no. 2-1. It's not 3-0. So Jomon is still leading, but the scoreline is now narrower.
All right.
So yeah, Jomon now, can they continue their good performance in the first 2 battles? It was promising. But the last battle, I think, I don't know, maybe they were all experienced players, so it will be unfair to say they don't have the experience, but they're suffering from getting themselves
All right,
organized.
now we have a shot on the crown wagon.
Yeah, it's a good shot.
Sneaky one as well, I must
Yep.
say.
Yeah, but no one's able to return fire onto Giorno. Yeah, Jomon getting C. Probably they
All right,
went
now
for C.
here we go again. 4 tens at A against 2 tens at the same
Yeah.
direction.
But JTFK is probably trying to help them. But I think Risk, if they want to push now, now's the time. This is the perfect
Yeah,
opportunity.
they should push now on the C side.
Yeah, Jomon is very isolated, and RBT is going to be in deep trouble, and they're focusing on the RBT. Risk.
Now that is some aggressive tunneling on the RBT,
Good
and now
focus
he's
fire.
gonna get
Yep.
down. Oh yeah, he's
RBT.
down.
RBT's out, and it's a 6-7. Jomon only managed to rotate, and that was a good opportunity taken by Risk, and it's Risk to lose here. They're looking for a tiebreak here. No, they're looking
Yep.
for a tie now. At the same time, Zonk.
I'm pretty
in
sure
trouble.
they are looking for a tie and ultimately later for a comeback.
B. Oh, Mandalorian is going to go past B. It's going down. He is going to coordinate the team to
Now-
go for.
And now they are in
object.
the lower ground again, like the last time.
Yeah, but Risk really needs to get a focus fire on point, because they're they're deciding on whether to go for red or object. They still have the hit points and guns, but they have
Now
to be
we
careful.
have blue on board. Yep.
Red down. Dead
Okay.
down. And
The Eddie is down. Pookie getting sandwiched. No, maybe not.
Mandalorian down. It's 3 versus 4. USA to focus, 4 risk. And good shot from USA onto Mozzarella, but Mozzarella will get a kill here.
Yep. Now it's JTFK on Mozzarella, and he didn't penetrate.
No, he didn't. Shinya is down. JTFK, the last person standing. This game certainly goes to risk. Well done to risk. That was a great opportunity taken. I don't say they have a lot of information at that point, but from what we're seeing, that's the perfect moment to push, because it will take time for Germon to rotate. And had they left that push a little bit later, Germon would have enough time to support those tanks on the west flank. And I have to ask whether Germon, I mean, this strategy does seem a little bit out of place. Especially the tanks near in the west flank, they looked quite unsupported, actually. It's like a strat issue for Joe1, I'm afraid, this time.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, we're now onto Norcandy.
What?
Norcandy, yes.
Yep. The place where D-Day happens.
Yes, the D-Day happens at the place where
Whereas,
where you
the
can
allies-
use up all the 7 minutes. You can use up all 7 minutes, and the second map after Camp Steer, that can
the third map actually, I think.
Why? Why do you think so?
I mean I mean this is the third map of the match, right?
Yeah, the third map of the match, but also, but as I said, the reason, I mean, you always hear me saying Cam Steer and not Camdy.
Yeah.
Basically, what will happen is that you will have minutes of teams just holding off and not doing much.
Yeah. Unless someone decides to flank.
Yeah. For Cam Steer, it's because both teams can reset all 3 caps, and that's why. That's why it's not rare to see both teams just sitting up where they are. For Norcandy, yes, both teams can get C and D, but they will only give 3 caps per 2 seconds to increase. And that rate of increase would not be enough to get to 1,000 cap points, and you have A and B quite difficult to get.
Since both bases are in the open.
Yeah. So again, lots of holding. Lots of holding. It's possible we can see that happen, but we do see teams just rushing right at the start, especially on the west side. So you can see
And
it.
perhaps we are gonna see the good, the bad, and the ugly scenario
I don't know.
in the middle.
I don't know what we will expect, but let's hope it's not a campy game.
Okay, someone gets in.
Yep.
Okay, both teams ready.
Try just hope me I can say on the stream. Oh my god.
What?
I mean the name, the dad name. I mean, I don't want to be cropped out and be turned into. But yeah. Yeah, I know. But anyway, Joe Wong going for C and Riz going for D. I just can't, C will be captured by Joe Bond as double strip case, and D will be captured by Zonk and Wu. Get
Wait.
shot at the start. What have you done?
Someone decide to poke.
Oh, come on.
Okay, looks like Rescue is taking the lead, but the E5
Yes.
isn't having it well. Less than half HP.
Yeah, he is. No, he is very, very dire.
He don't feel so good.
No, objects coming down. Oh! But objects are also getting the crossfire on Briss, so.
The other E5 is getting him, and he's not getting good as well. He is one
No.
shot also. Someone needs to help him.
At the same time,
And now
Pookie's
he's
in
down
trouble.
as well.
Yeah, object is down, but Pookie is also in deep trouble. Down to a 2-shot now. Jomon going for that tank.
Yep.
Pookie dropped the tungsten shell, but he needed a bounce machine. Yeah, he couldn't, and Pookie goes down.
Constant cell doesn't save you.
But at the same time,
Okay,
Red
now
is
we-
also in deep trouble. Dead.
Yep. A full on board on the 777s and the Crown Wagons with the
Yeah.
E5.
Yeah, Mandalorian dead. Good focus fire from Jomon. Mozzarella.
Mozzarella getting
It's the focus.
sandwiched by 4 tanks.
Yeah, Jono
3
is dead.
tanks now.
4 versus 4. JTFK to focus for risk. Both
Well-
teams trying their best with focus fire. JTFK down 3v3.
Alright.
Oh, this is gonna
Looks
be close.
like they are going to focus on Sugu.
Yes, good shot onto Shinya,
On the other
but
other team on Shinya. 2 tanks on 1 shot. Both on
Sugu
1
can't
shot.
survive.
Sugu is
Song-
down first. And now
Song
Song is
dropping
trying to get on Shinya, but Daddy is getting on Shinya as well. Shinya is down.
But Daddy wasted it to show. Oh, I said it. Sorry. That
looks
is.
Yeah, they are gonna get Song. No, USA first.
Yeah, both tanks still with.
Daddy is going on Aki.
Yeah. Aki Tsuki.
Okay, Song is on 1 shot.
Yeah, USA will try and get the kill. Zonk dropping the speed boost. I don't know what, but USA gets a kill.
Aki is 1 shot now.
Yeah.
And USA needs to help him
Yeah. That.
in a 1-to-1 situation now. Daddy versus USA is my honey.
Yes, and Dad needs to get some bounces. Can he do so?
Okay,
No.
both. No. Now Daddy is 1 shot.
Yes, but you saw
Bounce,
that low
bounce,
row.
bounce. Oh yeah, that's a bounce.
It's bounce. Maybe he could do
Wasn't
it.
biased. Oh, just
Maybe he
let.
could do it. Oh no.
Oh
he
no,
bounced.
just another bounce. Oh, he gets him.
3-1. 3-2, sorry. 3-2.
Yeah, it's a 3-2.
Well done to Jomon. Great focus onto Winter Fox or Fuyu. Kitsune.
Yeah, full you Winter Fox.
Both teams actually did alright in focus fire. I think.
Yeah.
Their focus fire was. I mean, I think what happened is that Jomon just got the initiative first, and they just kept on finding tanks to focus. And Riz was constantly being the receiver. Like, they were forced to do something. Jomon's like the one that initiates stuff. So I think this is why Jomon gets the win. They were able to get the tanks to focus, and able to get the tanks out, and able to retain the hit point pool lead, and that's how they won this one. So well
Also,
done,
they
Jomon.
were Also, they were able to do the damage first, so they have a
Yeah.
small advantage, and
Yeah.
they make the small advantage big, and that's what happens.
Yeah. So we're now on to the second battle of Normandy. Jomon versus Risk.
Fast spawn, and here we go.
3-2. Match point to Jomon. Can Risk win the next 2-1 and qualify to the lower bracket final, a grand final where they might meet RN. Whoever wins this one will meet RN tomorrow. But let's see. Let's follow Giorno Giovanna in the T100 LT.
No, he's not gonna. He's gonna try and spot someone.
Of course. But Risk is going mostly to C this time. And they will get C at the start, and that will give them the cap lead. And D will be captured by Jobon, and Risk will have the cap you, of course, because they got C earlier. Before you, it's going to be careful this time. He knows he might be in trouble if he goes to that crater again.
Okay, looks like Aki is getting pushed to a corner.
Right, so Sugar might be in a bit of trouble, and Jobon are going for Sugar. He's in the Crown Wagon, so if they dare to push the Crown Wagon, then Sugar will not last for long. But if Jobon hesitated on Sugar, then Sugar will have the advantage.
Okay, looks like we got some quads firing.
Sugar might not have the DPM, but if Jobon hesitates, he can land a couple and then do a lot of damage, and by the time you push onto Sugar, you might have lost a lot of damage already. So what is Risk going to do? What's the Risk going to do? Fuyu took a hit from Giorno, and Jobon so far haven't lost a single hit point. And they are now up by more than 1k of hit point advantage, and it's a campy situation. That's what I said about Norcandy, and Risk will have to find a way to chip away the hit points of Jomon. Jomon's the one that needs to be rotation, as they do not have the cap lead, but they have the hit points, so they have made a good start. But they will have to be the
do
one
you
to do
think
something.
the Crown Wagon from Object will be able to sneak a bit up on B
No, I think that's his
behind the house? Yeah.
I think Zonk will get a reset, or maybe even DeLorean, which will get the other side. So I think it will be difficult. He will get punished.
Yep.
They were shocked I said the word. Oh
What
my
happened?
God. I mean, I pronounced the player name of that Object 777 of Risk. Oh dear, I'm so going to be mean after this stream. Oh no.
What happened?
Oh my God. No, I said the name of the Object 777 impulse of Risk.
Oh. Oof.
Yes. So will Jomon get the push? Sugar is still holding on.
Now I think Jomon's is, yeah, they should try a way to get some more points.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard, but they can also push. But they can't push C because everyone's looking at C. So the only way, go for Sugar and Mugubi. It will be hard. It will buy some time for Risk to rotate on the other side, but it's doable. It's doable. But Aki took a hit. They still have the advantage of hit points, so they still have a good start.
Say, if the Crown Wagon managed to sneak, like right behind the house, then Crown Wagon will have to move from Sunugu. Then Aki will start to move forward on A.
Looks like Joel might go for B after all. Like, that might be the easiest way out. I don't know. But at the same time, Risk could push onto D, but Red will be there to run away or to spot the entire team push. But at the same time, Jomon is rotating. Jomon is going to stack up the A and B, and I think this is where the push would come from Jomon.
Alright,
maybe-
Crown Wagon in the middle, the Object.
Yep,
Not a
needs to
good
shot
choice,
out.
gets shot. JTFK on the behind.
Yep.
Object takes another shot. As
Yeah,
I
and-
expected, someone is going to be in
At
the
the same
middle.
time, at the same time, Sugar is going for A, but what
Yeah.
has Aki done there? He is stuck on the cliff. What have
Oh
you
no,
done?
you're bleeding. Okay, your
Yes.
HP advantage is gone.
Yeah, the advantage is gone. Oh dear, what has Aki done there?
Nugu got A in the meantime, which means
Yeah.
they have more points from this skill.
Yep, Jomon can't get B. They have been punished dearly for doing so. And Risk holding up very well. They now have more than 1 kill point advantage. And oh boy, has Arky not got stuck on the cliff, he could have actually reset A. That really changed things, unfortunately. And Risk don't have to do much. They don't have to push. They just have to stay safe, and they could win. Jomon's going for A now. He's going to send 3 times. She is still really healthy, but he can just kind of reset.
Okay, Arky, yeah. Arky is trying to capture with Giovanni.
Yeah. But at the same time, Risk is going to make a push onto C, which is something that they need to do. They want to get they want to make use of the numerical advantage to support Shugu.
Alright,
But we only have 1
object
minute left.
is 1 shot, and now it's backing off. On the other side, we have the bunch of heavies are pushing on Senior.
Yeah, but Jomon has to hit point poorly back. Actually, the game is not over. Jomon can still win this one. But D is going to be captured by Risk. Risk needs to stay safe.
964 points now.
Yeah, 20 seconds to go. Fuyu needs to survive. And Jomon needs to get a kill ASAP. Can they do so? Pookie's also very low. Object
It
1
should
shot.
be.
Anything could happen. Pookie's also very low. Pookie.
7.
Good shot, Jordo. But Pookie is down. But only 3 seconds left to go. Who's going to win?
Alright, now
Oh my
it
God.
is
Risk getting the win by only 1 cap point. Oh, God.
1 point.
Oh my God, that was so close. But how did Risk threw that advantage away? Like, they were so comfortable. They were very comfortable. They had a numerical advantage over to C.
Well, this has a little advantage since they have like three bases at the end
Yeah.
of the match.
Yeah, they
which
got.
saved
They
them.
got. They actually didn't get B. They got D, which
Yeah.
this is important, but I think they were a little bit too confident at that point. Sugar gets rushed, and that is the call for Risk to move in to get the kills. I think they were a bit slow there. Almost gave Jomon the win. Jomon was able to get 2 important kills, and had Risk not get D earlier, Jomon would have sealed the deal and bring it to 4-2.
Now we
that
have
close
the Now we have the official point breaker match.
Tiebreaker, yeah. This is a tiebreaker here. Jomon versus Risk. Whoever wins this one will face Aaron tomorrow. Who will do that? Let's find out. And poor old Aki getting stuck on the cliff when he's needed the most to reset A.
Now Aki is officially the cliffhanger.
Oh my God, no. Oh my God, what a pun. Well, this
Aki
is...
the cliffhanger.
Oh dear. So Marath asked for what these battles are for. Clan Wars Asia. It's a community tournament organized by the Clan Wars Asia community. I think the officials are all like the top players on the Apex.
Yeah, the
tournament.
top players.
Yeah. So it's really good to see the top clans doing the initiative to organize a community tournament. That's always a good indication. Like,
Don't mind me, that was my other account on the live chat.
all right.
Wow, well, that wasn't really a throw actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did mention they didn't get B, but at the other side, it was a bit risky. But
Yeah.
on the end, they took they gave them too much attention, like 3 10s on B. You give them attention that you're Captain B and you got focused.
Yeah.
Okay, now both teams are cooking on their strategy.
Yeah. The last battle was just way too close to call. Yeah, I think it's it's understandable that most of them just pop up only for tournaments.
Yeah, because teams were too bad. Like they can really drain away your like sanity.
But more importantly, because a lot of them just use the time to train rather than just play in randoms. And,
Yeah.
And also they have life. So. So let's go back in Canal 3-3. Who is going to win the tiebreaker?
Well, there was a stupid joke that I used to do back then. Like, a tank has fallen into the canal in Lego City.
Right. I don't know. Oh, we're seeing the MLE. Is it the first time we see an MLE tonight? I don't know, but
I don't-
it is really popular on the EU server in the last season. I'm not sure if it's going to be that popular again. It hasn't been changed actually, but that MLE took a couple of big hits from Risk right at the beginning, so good start from Risk.
Okay. Wow, 777 in the front of
Oh no, Giorno
almost the
down to
entire
one
team.
shot.
What are you doing?
Giorno, great focus 5 Risk. Oh, poor Giorno he's no more.
Zonk
I mean-
is yeah.
I
Zonk
mean-
at 20.
Zonk's going to capture D. Jomar has control on A, but I think the map control will go for Risk actually.
Alright, looks like we have a pretty aggressive strategy from Jomon.
Yeah, pretty aggressive, but I don't think it's working for them at the moment. Fuyu has a lot of responsibility on his hands, will feel some pressure, but he's at the moment safe. Red might be the one to put some a couple of
Alright.
shots in.
And now Rescue is gonna sneak in and capture C from behind.
Yes, it's possible. But we are seeing Shinya coming from below, trying to take out Fuyu, but he has lower hit points than Fuyu, so he can't really win that 1v1 fight. But that will...
Yes.
That will minimize the attention. Not really minimize, that will reduce the attention from Risk onto B, but Jomon's going to spread out, and I don't think that's a good idea, because Risk has more hit points they can hold. They will get C, that will mount more pressure on the Jomon.
Who only gets one base.
Yeah, only one base.
And
And-
Jomon is still not able to get B.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the points gap is widening.
Yeah. The gap is widening. Fuyu takes a hit from Shinya. Red takes a hit. Oh, and yeah. Hit points are hugely in favor of Risk now. There's no way they can lose this. Unless they had an Amarak somewhere. Or even two Amaraks. I would even say that. And Jomon will find it really difficult to rotate here.
Alright.
Um,
That's something that I have rarely seen the T100 at front line.
mhm. The
Looks like that he
JTFK
has plenty of some things to snipe on.
yeah, the JTFK is going to push on to Zonk now. Zonk's going to run away. And he's going to turn the attention on to Shiga, but Risk is receiving this push well. JTFK down to 800 and lost the Amarak too. But the Amaraks are blown up, just damaged. So the DPM is going to be really low, and Jomon's still
Yeah, his
crawling.
DPM is gone.
Yeah. Sugar is going to be really low. And Risk, but they can't let this get throw this away. They really need to take the tanks.
Okay, what is Object doing? Getting cornered.
Yeah.
Now that's the first kill from Aki. I
Ye-
mean on Aki, sorry.
Yeah.
Second
Object's
kill
down.
on Object.
He's down.
Shouldn't have YOLO'd.
Yeah, no. The push from Jomon is not consolidated. Shuk is still alive, if barely. And Mandalorian's dead. Sugar is dead. It's now 5 versus 5. Jono is a one-shot. JTFK is a one-shot.
DMC is a one shot as well.
Yeah, a lot of one-shots over to Jomon. And Fuyu gets the kill, JTFK. Jono is down. 3 versus 5. No way.
And now, yep. Song
That
is gonna
jump
get
back.
DMC.
Mhm.
Okay. 973.
That leaves Shinya the last person standing, and
And
Jomo.
he's gone soon.
He's gone, and Jomo will bow out of the tournament by finishing fourth. But it was a really promising start for Jomo. Actually, the Black Govu battles are really good. Risk picked up their performance on Oasis Farms, and rightfully so. And this Canal performance is just more like Risk I see in normal season tournaments. They are going to be joining RN in the lower bracket grand final, which will be tomorrow.
Yes, tomorrow.
Yeah, great to see more than 30 people watching at one point. Thank you very much for the support.
Oh, 30 people.
Yeah.
The maximum I got yesterday was like 18.
Ooh. Not too bad, actually. Not too bad.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, on the EU server, I only get like 10ish for even the season tournaments. So 18 is really not too bad considering we are streaming a community tournament and it's not advertised by Wargaming.
Okay, now that's a 3-4 as the final score.
Yeah, Risk 4, Jomon 3. It's a best of 7, Maratha. We're going to look at the chat.
And I believe the finals were best of 9 instead.
Yeah, the grand final will be best of 9. It's a community event, Marasa. That's why it's not advertised by Wargaming any.
Yeah, and Wargaming
anyway.
wouldn't be bothered to advertise.
Well, I don't know if the organizers have sent a message to promote, but we'll see. Yeah,
Okay,
but it's good to
and-
see. Yeah, good to see community tournament on Apex. So we haven't had one since 2021. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the last time I was like streaming tournaments. Yeah.
Yes, the rewards are sponsored by Maratha.
Malva.
The rewards are not sponsored by Maratha, but Wargaming.
Who was Malva anyway?
No, the person in the chat, in the YouTube chat.
Oh. The
No,
person in the chat.
They don't sponsor. He don't sponsor rewards. Wargaming sponsor the rewards, and that's what's hello there. Good afternoon. How are you doing? Yes.
So the games we have left is the lower bracket grand finals and the grand finals itself, which is the 4th and the 5th.
Yeah, that will be 2 days after. Well, I mean it's good to have two matches happening at the same time, but it's also like both teams starting on the same on the same level. I mean, on the same kind of mentality. That's what I wanted to say. But China
yes.
said running triple fast tank had no HP anyways, but mind you, a lot of the EU clients take a lot of mediums and lights on Canal. And what they're trying to use with the light tanks and medium tanks, because Canal is quite a big map, perceptionally. I heard Wargaming said all maps have the same area, but Canal is just perceptionally larger because
Like it has a larger space for sniping and a lot of crossfire.
Yeah, so pretty open, and also will require a lot of maneuvering, lots of terrain to go around. So which is why a lot of clans locked their light tanks and medium tanks, so that they could make use of the mobility and also make use of the terrain to kind of sneak in or do crossfire from multiple angles. So not rare to see a lot of tanks going for clans going for light tanks, but yeah.
Oh,
Right.
right.
So it's 2 p.m. on where I am right now. So excited to see what's going to happen tomorrow. RM's Risk. Commiserations to Jomo. I think I'm going to be excited to see how they play in the summer season. They show a lot of promise.
Summer.
Summer season. A lot of promise. They're
Oh,
definitely contending for top.
Yeah, speaking of summer season, it is still. I actually tried to ping Toyson earlier, and she said to she told me to ping another person.
Oh,
Yeah,
which person? I don't know.
I'm not sure if I'm too late, but
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no,
give it a
it's,
go.
no, it's not. It's not too late. It's not too late. It's not too late. Don't worry about that. Yeah, just ping that person, and hopefully, you will be allocated to stream. Because we need streamers on the Apex server, especially during the round robin stages where we have less than fewer than 4 people streaming at one point. Well, fewer than 4 people streaming together. So it's good to have more people coming in. So that
The
we
last
have...
time we had like 4 people streaming get together is the both of us and with Tim and Volodog, right, in the finals of ABC.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. No, I was talking about the round robin stage in
Oh, I
official
see.
wargaming tournament. So yeah, we I don't think we ever have 4 people streaming together at the same time. And certainly not now. I mean, I am only streaming with AFK, ex-AFK last season in the round robin. And like winter season, I'm like the only one streaming the round robin, so always good to have someone doing the streams.
Okay, now I'm gonna try and DM him.
You are this to say yes.
Hello there, and sent. Oh, your message could not be delivered. This is because you don't set up with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you need to friend them first. I'm not aware that the person in charge
Okay.
in tournaments is different. So
Toyson asked me to DM Nikki, so I'm just gonna try and befriend him and tell him something.
Oh, okay. Maybe he is also. Yeah, I thought he's like not not part of it in terms of the esports stuff. Maybe that has changed too. Anyway,
Yes.
I'll be off, and hopefully
Alright.
everyone has a good day. And once again, your top 3, Nemat are in risk. Tomorrow we will see who will join Nemat in the grand final. Will Risk again win the tournament. See you soon.
Yep. See you guys soon. Bye.
And goodbye.